Hello children, today we will learn a new chapter, chapter 9, rounding numbers. So we have already learned a half part of the rounding number, that is an estimation chapter in the previous class. So we will learn thoroughly what is rounding numbers, right? So in day-to-day life, we use approximated numbers in our daily life as they are convenient to give a rough idea about the situation. So if you are getting a rough idea, or we can say that approximated value or the estimated value, so it is called a rounding numbers. It means you are giving a rough value of that number. So basically we use normally rounding numbers in our daily life. So I want to give you one example. So here I'm using the picture of a zoo. I'm relating this this picture with an example. So let's start with the first one, that is 34,256 people visited zoo on Monday, right? So then 10,762 more people visited the zoo on Tuesday than Monday. Then can you tell me how many people visited the zoo on Tuesday? Yes, if you know how to round the number, so we can rewrite the question again by rounding the numbers. But we don't, if I will ask you on Wednesday that have you remember that how many people have visited on Monday, how many people have visited on Tuesday, but we cannot remember these numbers, how many people can visit. It is not possible for us to remember all these number of people visited. So we can give a rough idea that approximate this much of people visited on Monday and approximate this much of people visited on Tuesday. But if you are rounding the numbers, if you know how to round the numbers, so you will round the numbers like the numbers in front of you, that is 34,256. So you will round this number in 34,000, right? So here we are just what we are giving this, why we are changing the numbers, we are changing because we are giving a rough idea, we are giving an approximated value of the 34,256. So here we are taking an estimation of the number of people. So in the same way, we will round the number 10,762, and it is approximately it is 11,000 more people visited on Tuesday. So we have just calculated the rough value of the numbers. So what does it means? These are nothing but these are the rounded or the guess values, right? It is not an exact value. It is not an actual value. These are the guess value. This is the right rounding value. So let's take one more example. It is related to candies, and I know you like the candies most. So example 2 is saying that here you have a two packets of candies, right? If your father gives you a two packets of toffees to count the number of toffees in them, is it possible without opening it? Can we count it? No, we cannot count it. But if you will count it, it will take so much time. But instead of consuming the time by counting the toffees, so we can take the approximation of the candies, or we can round the numbers of the candies. But if you find that there is a total of 99 toffees in two packets, so can you tell me the exact number or any nearest number to the toffees? Yes, if you know the rounding the numbers, then we can tell how to round the numbers. So we can tell your father that there are about 100 toffees in two packets instead of 99 toffees, right? So you can say that there are 100 toffees in two packets instead of 99, because we have just found that there are 99 toffees in two packets, but we can give the estimation it is about 100 toffees in two packets. So based on these two examples, what we have got, what is rounding numbers, what is rounding actually? Rounding is the number obtained after rounding is less accurate but easier to use. It is not an accurate value that you are rounding, that is not an accurate value, but it is easier to use. And one more definition of a rounding is changing a number so that it's easier to calculate, or reducing the digits in our number while trying to keep its value almost same. The values is almost same, just to make it easy or to do the calculation easy, we reduce the digits in a number. So in this chapter, we will learn how to round the numbers nearest to the 10, 100, thousands, and so on. Right. So let's start with the numbers. How to round the numbers nearest to 10. So if you are rounding the number nearest to 10, you have to follow two rules. And it's very simple rule. That is, when we round a given number to the required place, like you are rounding the number nearest to 10, so we consider the digit just right to the required place. So let's take an example so that it would be better understand to you what they are saying, what the steps are actually saying. So we have to follow the first step. That is, if this digit is 5 or more than 5, the digit at the required place is increased by 1 and all the other digits at the right side become zeros. And the second step is saying that if we consider the digit is less than 5, the digit at the required place remains the same, all other digits at the right side become 0. So let's apply these two rules on our questions. So the first question is round the numbers nearest to 10. Children, while you are doing the questions in the notebook, you have to be performed like this. Like I have divided the page into two parts. Half questions I have done on the left side and the half on the right side. So let's start with the first question. Round the numbers nearest to 10. So while you are rounding the numbers nearest to 10, what you have to do? First, uh, you have to place the tens. You have to look the tens place digit, right? Because you are rounding that place. So here they are saying round the nearest to 10. So we will see only the tens place, and you know that this is ones place and this is tens place. So 3 is on tens place. So underline that digit 3, right? And after it, what you have to see? You have to see the digit just right to the required place. And the required place is a tens place. You have to see the digit which is right to the tens place. And the digit is 2. So how you have to write? If the digit on the right side of the tens place is less than 5, is less than 5. Now we know that 2 is less than 5. So what you have to do? So this 2 will replace with 0 and the number which is on the tens place remains the same if the number on the right side of the required place is less than 5, and we know that 2 is less than 5, so the 2 will replace with 0 and the required place digit will remain same. So let's do second example. So firstly we have to round this number nearest to 10, but we can see that there are 3 digits. So 3 digits, no problem to solve it. So we'll write the places above the digits. We will write till tens because we are rounding only tens place. So underline the tens place, that is 4. So what is next to the digit 4? It is 5. The digit is 5. And if here we can see that if the digit is 5 or more than 5 to the right of the required place, then this digit, so the 5 will remain 0, 5 will become 0, and this 5 is very strong number, it is pushing. So we know that this 4 is, if it is 5 or more than 5, now the number is on the right side of the digit 4 is 5 and it is equals to 5. If the number is 5 or more than 5, then this number is very strong number and it is pushing the digit 4. So the 4 will, we have to increase 4 by 1. So the 4 will become 5 and rest of the remaining digits will remain same. That is 3 will remain 3 only. So we have to write 350 because the digit, right side digit of the 4 is very strong. If it is 5 or more than 5, so it is strong. If it is less than 5, it is weak number. Like in the first one, it is weak number if it is less than 5. If it is more than 5 or 5, then it is a strong number and it is pushing the number 4, and 4 will increased by 1, so 4 will become 5 and the rest of the remaining digits will remain same. Now let's do the third one. Third part is, firstly we have to see the tens place digit. The number is 6847. To underline the tens place digit, that is, we have to see the number next to the tens place, that is on the right side. The number is 7. 7 is so strong than the number is 5. 7 is so strong. If the number is 5 or more than 5, and you know that 7 is more than 5, so if it is more than 5, then the 7 is pushing 4. 7 is pushing 4. So the 4 will become 5. And this, firstly we have to replace the ones place digit with 0, and the 4 will become 5 because 7 is pushing 4. So this will increase by 1, that is 4 will become 5, and the rest of the numbers will remain same, that is we have to write 8 and 6 as a place. So this will become 6850. Basically we have rounded 47 only. The tens place digit has increased by 5 because 7 was stronger number more than 5. Let's have a look on the last question of the first one, that is 199. So here the tens place is 9 only, and what is on the right side of the 9? 9 only. And 9 is stronger than 5, and if it is stronger than 5, so 9 is pushing this 9. 9 on the ones place pushing the digit 9. So you have to increase the digit which is pushing, and it is more than 5. So 9 will become 10. So firstly you have to replace the ones place digit, that is 0, and it is pushing. So the number 9 is pushing this number because 9 is strong number. So 9 will become 10. So 9 plus 1 is 0, and it carry over will go to the next digit. 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. So this will become 200, right? So what the concept is saying, if the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the numbers which are less than 5, it will remain same. It will remain same, right? If the number is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then these are stronger numbers than 5. These are greater than 5, including 5. So this will, the next digit will increased by 1. So you have to add 1 in that number, right? Or if it is a 0 is also included in lesser numbers, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is less than 5, then the number will remain same, otherwise it will increase by 1. Let's start with the next question. Round the numbers nearest to the 100. The steps are same which we have done above. So here we have to round, just change the place only. In the first question we have rounded the tens place digit, here we are rounding 100 place digit. So this is ones, tens, 100. So here I am writing only the 100 place because I am rounding the 100 place. So you have to look at the digit next to the 100 place. It is 2, and 2 is weak number than 5 because 2 is less than 5. So what does it mean? So the number will remain same. So 9 will replace with 0, 2 will remain same, and the rest of the digits will remain same only. That's it. 620 is the answer. Because 5, 2 is a weak number, so weak number will remain same, 2 will remain as it is 2, and the rest of the number will copy down. Here the number is 1205, and the 100 place is 2 is on the 100 place. Underline the digit 2. Now look at the digit to the right side of the digit 2. It is 0. So 0 is less than 5, or it's a very weak number. So it is not pushing, it is already weak number. So the 5 will replace with 0, 0 will replace with 0, and 0 is a weak number. So 2 will remain same, and the rest of the digit will remain same. You have to copy down. Third is 100 place, 7 is on the 100 place, underline the digit 7, and 9 is next to the digit 7, right? And 9 is pushing the number 7, so the last digit 7 will remain, will replace with 0. 9 is very strong number, it is pushing the number 7, and 9 is greater than 5. If the number is greater than 5, then it is then the 100 place digit will be increased by 1, so 7 will become 8. So 9 will replace with 0, and 9 push the digit 7, so 7 will become 8. This will become 800 because 9 is greater than 5. If the number is greater than 5, so the 100 place digit will increase by 1. That's why it becomes 800. Here the question is, 9 is on the 100 place. So again, the next to the 100 place is 9 again. And we know that 9 is greater than 5. So if it is greater than 5, so 100 place will increase by 1. So 9 will become 10. So we will give 1 to this number. This will become, so the last digit will replace with 0. Again 9 will replace with 0. 9 is so stronger number, it is pushing this number 9. So 9 will become 10. So this will become 0, and 1 will go to the next column. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. This will become 2000. So in this way you have to solve all the questions. Thank you.